Salams and welcome. Thank you for joining me in another episode of the Quran in English, Basics for Beginners. A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Verse number 51, Surah 15. Tell them about the guests of Abraham. When they entered his presence and said, Peace, salams. He said, We feel afraid of you. And remember in the previous chapter, these are the three messengers who came with a dual purpose. Firstly, they came to give good news to Abraham and Sarah of a child that Sarah, despite her old age, Abraham is 100 years old and she's 90 years old. So this is a miraculous pregnancy and she will give birth to Ishaq. Meanwhile, Abraham already has got a firstborn known as Ishmael, who's staying in Mecca with his mother Hajra. So the first message they came with is good news to tell Abraham of the birth of his son and a grandson called Jacob. But these messengers have actually come. They are the angels of punishment who are going to the land of the people of Lut, of the land of Sodom and Gomorrah, for punishing the people over there, right? So the reason why Abraham felt concerned, because in the middle of the desert, it is one of the duties of hospitality, and Arabs are outstanding with regard to their hospitality, is that a wayfarer is invited to a meal or even invited to stay for 3 days. And Abraham roasted a calf and he put it in front of them and they did not touch it. Now, the person who is the wayfarer in the desert, either he's a friend or he's an enemy. The fact that they did not eat his food, perhaps they are an enemy, and there are three people that can easily overpower him. So he felt a bit apprehensive, and in that they clarified that no, they are angels and they were been sent on an errand from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right. So they said, Fear not, we give you glad tidings of a son endowed with wisdom. He said, Do you give me glad tidings that old age has seized me? Of what then is your good news? Because he can't believe it. Because Abraham is 100 years, his wife is 90 years. From a medical point of view, it's impossible for a 90-year-old woman to become pregnant. You know, she's long, a couple of decades ago, she had a menopause already. And even if she does get pregnant, there's a risk of rupture of the uterus. So he's saying that, what are you talking about? You know, that, how do you mean I'm going to get a son? They said, We give you glad tidings in truth. Be not then in despair, because Allah can do whatever He wants to. Allah simply has to say, Kun fayakun, be, and it is, right? He said, And who despairs of the mercy of his Lord, but such as go astray. Join me in the next episode. May your life be full with barakah, blessings, and abundance. Alhamdulillah, and afiyah.